This may very well be the worst building in Detroit right now. It's only $8,000, so it still might be a deal, but we're gonna walk through and check it out. Our estimator's on the way. Me and Frank figured we'd look at it because it looks like a fun one. The neighbor just drove by. He said that they've been using the basement as a dump site for about 25 years now. So people have just been packing trash and debris and everything else down there. So we're gonna have that to look forward to. As you can see, the brick is just falling off the walls. So let's check this thing out. You get more?
There's somebody's fingers.
Yeah, the guy was working to put it on there. It said,
Hello. Make sure that. God, I'd be really careful walking around in here. Look how awesome that is.
I almost think this is like a previous company or a builder or something though. Because remember, we saw this in another.
This has been in Webb, it's been in Littlefield, it's been in Eileen.
Yeah, so this here must have been somebody's logo or like signature at some point. Because this has been in a ton of these old buildings. It's always on the fireplace.
This floor isn't safe.
The floor?
The subfloor is not.
A big part of what we talk about in Detroit when it comes to building like this is homeless people usually sleep in these to stay warmer than it is outside. You can see here, a lot of this trash and debris, like this Pepsi bottle and stuff, is super old. But then you look at this and you're like, well, that's pretty new, recent trash.
Well, Chick-fil-A has only been in Michigan maybe a year.
So somebody's obviously at least in here overnight, would be our guess.
Yeah, there's clothing in there.
Clothing? Just watch your step, Connor. Oh yeah, there's a ton. Just watch it right there.
I don't know about this one.
I think you have to tell them it's a rebuild.
This one's not going to be good.
So it's not that it can't be renovated, but it's one of those things where even though the real estate is so cheap, like everything here might be bad. If all the foundation, all the roof, all the everything is bad, it just might not justify doing it. And the other part is you got to walk through and do an estimate. Well, the only way you can do that is if you can access the place, or at least the majority of it. I mean, if you're worried about going through the floors and everything else while you're estimating it, there's no way you're working on it and there's no way you're putting out an accurate estimate. Like for instance,
yeah, you can't get far up here at all. It's bad. I'd say this is officially the worst one I've ever been in.
I mean, look at this. Oh God, look at the bow in the wall.
Hey Connor, look what I found. Found a penny. I don't know what year that is.
So you can tell here, this was the bathroom because you got the plumbing in the wall and you got the window and all that. This is some of that old penny tile that we talk about saving. Clearly you're not gonna save this stuff, but that was your bathroom at one point. Frank's in one of the bedrooms behind Connor here. You'll see the other bedroom. You know, I mean, the windows are gone, the roof's gone. If you look up, you'll see.
The ceiling's gone.
Clearly something's going on here because your wall shouldn't just bulge like that. This is probably the worst one we've seen this year.
This is the worst one I've seen this year by far. Yeah.
You got to look at your foot for every step.
Something to hang on to just in case you don't go through the floor. This one's bad.
This is where you get to the point where you're like, it might just be a tear down, and it's not worth tearing down. So then it's like you just walk away from this thing if the numbers are, you know, astronomical.
So look at how the angle of this doorway is. See that? It's structurally shifting, the building's shifting.
Yeah, it's super compromised.
That's not the biggest problem in here, but just try to hang on to something. This is bad. This is just one entrance, one side.
Let's see how bad number 2 is.
Hello? Can you imagine? Bam!
Right, imagine you're just sitting here, you know, watching TV or whatever, and just boom. And this is plaster, so this is pretty heavy. Hey, look at that. Might be worth taking. So that's only half a joke. In these old units, that's the top to an old toilet. It is impossible to try to find just the top if somebody cracks it or breaks it for these old toilets. Sometimes those are worth just hanging on to.
I've got about 5 of them in the office.
Because when people don't want to pay $300-400 to replace a toilet because they broke one piece, they'll pay you $100 just for that scratch there.
You're probably right.
To throw it on top of their toilet, because $100 to replace the top is cheaper than $300 or $400 to replace the whole toilet. You might be able to get to the basement through here. Hello, hello? They're definitely using this place as a dumpster.
I mean, structurally, it's holding up, but...
You know what's interesting? This wire's still even in the wall. Usually all this stuff gets stripped out, but there's even still electrical in there.
These houses were just built so much better back then.
Oh, I know. This thing, you know, we're joking about how it's all falling apart, but this thing's also 100 years old. If you took a house today that's being built and let it sit for 5 years, the whole thing would fall apart. Much less 100. Real quick before we go to that final unit. While we were sitting in the truck waiting on Tristan to show up, this kid walked across the street and was like, I see you guys on YouTube. I watch your videos. I'm in high school now. When I graduate, I want to be a plumber. I've thought about being an electrician. Where should I go? What should I do? Kind of thing. And it's cool to see that all the stuff we're doing, all the videos we're doing, all the stuff we're showing in Detroit, that people are seeing it and appreciating it, and just cool.
Oh boy. So what's cool about this is look at, there's concrete up there. You don't want this to fall on your head, but this is just the ceiling joists. They're all rotted. Look at this header, how much pressure's on this header. That's metal.
And you can see the bow in it just from holding the weight of the
that's
brick.
the only thing holding that brick up.
Big piece of metal is run up under here and up under here on this side, and it's holding the whole weight of this thing. And you can see they are cracking.
You're not getting in there.
Why? Oh, no.
Oh, careful. You're not getting it there.
So beginning of the video, we said they'd been dumping in here for 25 years now.
Yeah.
There you go. So then how do you estimate this when you can't even go inside? Think about how many dumpsters it takes just to clear that shit out.
Yeah.
But anything's possible with a little love.
Can't get in there.
No, I wouldn't even. Watch your head.
Well, so much for that.
Well, that one's just, no.
Yeah.
I think Tristan maybe takes a picture of that and is just like, unit is inaccessible. Because otherwise, like I said, you're just gonna bid, I don't know, it's $1 million or less. And if it ends up being 600, it's 600, which that's not a good way to send off estimates.
No.
Really buy it?
Somebody's trying to, but we can't even get in it.
There's a bunch of people trying to buy it.
There's so much shit in there.
I know.
It's
They
filled.
need to tear it down, to be honest.
Yeah, it's filled up to here with just garbage.
They had cleaned it out, so I don't know what happened.
Somebody stopped watching it, I guess.
Yeah, they're still dumping.
But he used to keep an eye on it, the brother right next door.
Yeah, I mean, our client's thinking about buying it, but we're like, man, we can't even get in it, I don't know.
Side door, the
We
back.
got through the two other ones, but this one we can't even get in.
Clogged up.
Yeah,
I wish you luck.
All right, man,
appreciate
thank you.
it.
Have a good one.
Tear it down and fix it.
I'm hoping we do something. I appreciate you.
You guys live around here?
Nope.
No.
I just seen it on Zillow.
We're gonna get back in and drive away from this one. I mean, anything's fixable, but
It's just how much money you want to spend, you know?
What brother doing right here with the camera?
so
We're big on YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
Put me
So
on there. Airborne Construction, check y'all out.
yeah, we're in Detroit trying to fix it up. Well, good luck.
Well, check us out. You'll see yourself.
Y'all boys
right.
be safe out here, man.
Yeah. Well, everybody's got safe.
A little something for out-of-towners who don't really see this stuff. When he says stay safe, you know what he means. But then Frank goes, everybody around here is safe. That means everybody here is carrying.
There's good and bad areas everywhere. I just think we're probably not in a great area right now.
No, we're not. This is very much an up-and-coming area, not an up-and-came area.
I love this brick though.
No, the brick's awesome. And even like the little point outs that they've got. I mean, to the point we were making earlier, this thing's probably sat empty for 20 years and the building's probably over 100 years old. And it's still mostly holding up.
There's such a difference between plaster
and brick versus
plaster and
siding.
brick. Yeah, because if this is drywall and siding, this would have been
It's gone, yeah. I mean, it's, what do they say, built different.
All the windows are out for the most part up there. There is no bathroom. Everything is just gone.
All new plumbing, all new electrical.
Floors aren't safe. Yeah, this is bad.
You should go in there though. We should still rate the estimate.
Yeah, no, I'd look at it.
So as you can tell just from people driving by, even the neighborhood knows this is one of the worst buildings around here, if not the worst. It very well could be the worst one in Detroit because it's the worst building we've seen all year. Now, if you want to see another video like this, click right here.